It's your boy Trey Mac with Aladino Cigars, standing here at PCA 2025. Now, if you thought things were crazy before, I'm sure you've seen a bunch of stuff out there. You ain't seen nothing yet. I promise you that. I'm here at Klaro with my boy Michael Slate. Mr. Slate, we got some exciting things going on here. Why don't you tell me a little bit about the craziness that's going on?
Okay, well, you've entered into an alternate universe where Mission Zero is being launched. NASA has a division called Smoke Force, and they've decided to launch a cigar.
NASA.
That's correct.
NASA.
So we've been looking to launch a cigar for a long time, and I never could find a blend that I liked good enough. It's a big deal to put your name on something, and I couldn't really find a blend. So we traveled to Honduras to hang out with Trey Mac and Justo and family with the intent of building the best cigar ever made as a rocket. Yes.
Let's take a look at this thing here. As a what?
As a rocket.
A rocket.
Well, and why is it a rocket? Like, why? Well, if you notice, when you light a cigar, you take the torch, it kind of looks like a rocket, right? And so we said, why has no one made a cigar that's a rocket? And so we did that. And so, really, look, cigars are all about...
Like how you say, and so we just did that.
We just did that. And it's been pretty crazy. We started this, conceptualized this in February. It's now April. So 2 months from concept to execution to selling here at the show. And so that's
how NASA does things, too.
That's how we do it. It's more private sector NASA. We're a little bit different division.
Yeah.
Do things a little bit faster. But it comes with a space-grade steel rocket. Okay, you can send this thing actually to outer space, won't disintegrate.
I heard you could actually throw that at a Tesla and damage the Tesla.
The Cybertruck will be damaged by the Smoke Force rocket. It's that strong. It also has boosters. So you get 4 boosters with it that come along with it. Now, let's talk about the cigar a little bit. Because, yes, you can have really cool packaging. Yes, you can have a cool rocket and boosters, but if the cigar's no good, nothing matters, right? This is what we're talking about.
You're never getting off the ground.
You're never getting off the ground. So the fuel here is the cigar. And look, I'm a little bit biased, but it's a great cigar. And why is it a great cigar? Well, we went to Honduras, and I said, Justo, here's the plan, right? I showed him pictures of the rocket. I showed him pictures of the renderings, and I said, this is what we want to do. And he said, you're not going to believe this, but I'm a huge Trekkie. And he starts talking about all the different types of Star Trek that he watched, and he was in. Immediately, he was in. He said, let's do it. So we set about finding a blend, and we got to this blend here, which is their Honduran Cameroon. And he said, try this. So I smoked it, and I'll be if it wasn't one of the best cigars I've ever smoked in my life. And I said, Justo, this is it. This is the blend I want. And he said, Michael, I'm getting goosebumps right now. He said, because I've been stockpiling this cigar for years. I wanted to do a project with it. I didn't know what the project was until you just pitched me this concept. He says, I'm all in. So that was it. And I said, well, can you get it for me in 2 months? And he was like, I can. I've been the girls.
Vivian, the best case scenario. We had it.
The girls were all like, no, we can't. It's going to be 6 months. It can't happen. And Justo's like, no, we're doing this. It's done.
The fact there's a torpedo just made it perfect.
Oh, yeah, you got to have a torpedo when you're doing a rocket.
Now, hold on a minute. Before you put that back in there.
Yes.
I'm smoking a Cameroon, too. This is what I smoke the most out of myself. Yes. We've got some limited Cameroons. We got Cameroon Reserva. This is unlike any of those.
Yes.
And I want you to turn it this way. And let's walk. No, yep. And we're going to walk towards here. Get close up. Can you get that tobacco in there? You see that little swirl, folks? That's what I call the Cameroon cookie. That's the Cameroon cookie, and that's what you're getting with this rocket ship, baby. Yes. We're not just going to the moon. Well, first we got to get through the stratosphere. Yes. And then the ionosphere.
This is Mission Zero.
Mission Zero. We're just getting off the ground.
We're getting off the ground, getting into outer space. And it's been a whirlwind of a show. A lot of really, really cool stuff. We're going to go. The plan is we've got a helmet that was actually one of Buzz Aldrin's helmets from a spacewalk, and we're going to put it on. We're going to go to Neptune Cigars, and we're going to do a launch.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. We're going to do a cool launch. This is Talk about having a cigar that you want to smoke when SpaceX is launching their rockets. Come on.
This is it.
This is it.
Now, I'm glad you said you have one of Buzz Aldrin's helmets.
Yes.
Because if you said Moonrock, I'd be like, not true. But a helmet, he did use one of those.
He did use a helmet. Whether it was actually used in space, we don't know.
But I know one thing. This thing is going to space.
Absolutely.
Rocket ship. We're going right straight through the firmament. Never been done before. We're taking you there, folks. And this is, again, Mission Zero.
Yes. KlaroCigars.com, Mission Zero. Check us out.
So many more things to come, folks. If you thought Aladino and Klaro were on the up and up, no. This rocket ship is breaking through, folks. Jump on, enjoy the ride.